Who else likes playing online games? The likes of Call of Duty, For Honor, God of War. There are so many of them. Assassin's Creed. Do you know that times in Nigeria when my husband played online games, specifically For Honor, the character he chooses or the player he chooses, oftentimes when that player ceases to exist, or maybe when his team is defeated, he will tend to blame it on latency. He would say, oh, and most times he checks from time to time what the latency is, and I think it fluctuates. Then I'll be asking what does he mean by that? He will tell me, oh, that it just means that the closest server where traffic is routed is probably somewhere in Spain or probably somewhere in South Africa, as we were still in Nigeria then. I never fully understood the essence of or the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet. Hello, everyone. Trust we are all doing great. It's 7:30 a.m. on a Friday morning, 31st of October 2025. If you're just seeing my video for the first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Chinyere. I'm a Nigerian, currently living in Madrid, Spain, and I'm documenting my journey into the cloud computing space. I promised us that this video is going to be centered on the routing policy. And like I mentioned in my last video, if you create an alias record, which is more like an extension, a Route 53 extension to DNS, you need to choose a routing policy. This routing policy determines how the web DNS service, Amazon Route 53, how it responds to its queries. There are so many routing policies. I just want to explain some off the top of my head. For example, the simple routing policy, just like the name implies, it just means that traffic is routed to a single resource that performs a given function, maybe a website that performs a given function. There's also the geolocation routing policy. This ensures that traffic is routed based on the location of your users, your end users that are trying to access the resources you've hosted. Geo proximity routing policy, just like the name implies, this ensures that traffic is routed based on the location of your resources. Proximity, that's nearness to your resources. There's also IP routing policy. This ensures that traffic is routed based on the location of your users and you have the IP addresses of the sources of where your data is coming from. There is also latency routing policy. Latency is seen as that delay between sending a request from the source and getting a response from the destination. You could see it as a time between data traveling from the source to destination and back. So this routing policy focuses on routing traffic to regions that provide the best, or based on regions that provide the best latency. I was explaining how my husband used to complain about latency being this. Usually, it's expected that for good results, you should offer regions that offer milliseconds of latency. And there are so many other routing policies that if I keep explaining them, we would not leave this place. And this is the wrap up of the networking service area. My next focus will be on the security service area. So, guys, if you love what I do, I take my time to explain these things as I'm going through these courses. Kindly like, share, show your girls some support. Like, share, follow, and also don't forget to watch out for my next video.